Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you a few demos of what interacting with Gemini could feel like when powered by the Work platform. In these demos, I have created a mocked version of the Gemini AI interface and used the Work platform to power tools that get called in the demo. These tools are built using Work workflows that have access to over 2,500 actions, including API connectors, RPA, OCR, human in the loop, AI, and much more. With these actions, users can automate any task and use Gemini to easily trigger and interact with their processes. I'm going to start off with a couple of simple workflows and then move on to more complex examples. In my first demo, we are going to ask Gemini to take a link to a Google Doc of a Google Meet transcript I had and create meeting minutes for the meeting. What's going to happen is it's going to call a work workflow. It's going to respond to me with the title of the workflow that it's called, as well as the launch ID for the workflow. Then when the workflow is complete, it's going to reset in the response and what it's created. So it's created some meeting minutes of a fake meeting I had. This is all very straightforward and something that Gemini can do today in Google Docs. However, what we're going to do next is we're now going to say, okay, I have these two action items here that the AI has created. Now I'd like to make Jira tickets out of them. So can you please create Jira issues from these tickets with the task issue type and with the PVAP project key? Okay, so we now have our second launch complete. So we've now created one Jira ticket with send works technical documentation to John Smith and another Jira ticket with draft and outline of a video concept and share it with John Smith by the end of the week. Okay, we've now moved on to our second demo here. We're going to up the difficulty of the process that's running in the back end. However, from the front end, the experience is going to feel the exact same. So in this scenario, we've been working with John Smith over and over again through a series of different meetings, and now we're ready to send out a contract in Salesforce. So I'm going to say, hey, can you please send out a contract to John Smith at company.com in Salesforce? So this would connect directly to the user's Salesforce using Work's OAuth 2 account, and it would have a series of steps required to set up the correct contract specific for that company. And then, as you can see, it creates the launch and it gets a response saying a contract has been created from the default template in Salesforce and then sent out to johnsmith@company.com. For my last demo here, we're going to assume that John Smith at company.com has successfully filled out the contract and become a new customer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to want to perform our onboarding process for John Smith. So we're going to ask for that workflow to be completed. This workflow has three main steps. First, it's going to send a message to the ops team in Slack, telling them that we have a new customer and they need to start onboarding. Second thing that it's going to do is it's going to create a new invoice in QuickBooks.com, and it's going to use the Salesforce contract details to do so. And then third thing it's going to do is update the status of the customer in our Salesforce instance. And we can see it's given us updates as it's gone through the workflow. If it had any questions, it would have asked us as it was going. And now its workflow is complete. Thank you for watching these demos.